A prism has bases that are equilateral triangles with side lengths of 10 inches and a height of 30 inches. Determine the volume of the prism to the nearest cubic inch. Show how you arrived at your answer. Well, this problem is going to take a little bit of work here because we're given an equilateral triangle. My picture's not very good, but what that means is that this length is 10, and this length is 10, and this length is 10. An old vocab word that we haven't worked with a lot. But what we need to do, because we are working with a prism, as the problem tells us, is that we need to find the area of the base, because our formula is B, area of the base times height, big B times H. So what's going to happen here is that we're going to have to draw in the height here. When we draw in the height, it's going to be perpendicular to the base. And what happens is it bisects the base. So this value here is 5 and this value there is 5. And we want to find the height, which means we're going to have to use the Pythagorean Theorem. So once we get it set up like that, then we get 5 squared plus h squared equals 10 squared. We can subtract 5 squared from both sides. We get h squared equals, nope, got to see it, right? 10 squared minus 5 squared, which is 75. And then I'm going to squeeze it in here. We have to take the square root of 75. And when we take the square root of 75, we get 8.66. So I'm going to round this. It says determine the volume of the prism to the nearest cubic inch. But I am going to go to the 10th right now. So I'm going to write 8.7 because the second 6 is 5 or higher. So that's going to round that first 6 up to the 7. So we get 8.7. And now, here it says find the volume of the prism. Let's see. So the volume is going to be, well, let's do the next part here. We've been doing the area of the triangle, which is 1/2 times base, there's the base, 10, times the height, that's the value we just found, 8.7. So if we do that, 1/2 times 10 times 8.7, we get 43.5. So the area of the triangle is 43.5. Once again, the area of the triangle is the big B. So now we can fill in that value, and we get 43.5 times the height. Well, the height of our prism here is 30. So we're going to take the 43.5 and multiply it by 30. And nice here, we ended up with 1,305 cubic inches. And it says to the nearest cubic inch, so we didn't end up with any decimal place.